Hey everyone, Andregat here, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about class mounts in Legion Remix, how to unlock them and the steps you need to follow to get yours. And just to clarify right away, I'm not talking about the fell versions that you get from leveling a class to 80 or buying with bronze. No, today we are focusing on the original class mounts from Legion and how to unlock them here in Remix, which by the way is a lot faster than retail. The process is actually quite similar for every single class, so what I'll do is first I'll walk you through the overall requirements and quest lines, and then later in the video we'll go class by class and cover extra variants, because yes, some classes do get more than one mount. I mean, there are different color variants, but it still counts more than one. First of all, you need to complete your orderhall campaign. You can check which quests are part of it by opening your quest log and looking at your classhall category. That will be your guide because you will stumble upon many quests while leveling in Remix, and it might be a bit confusing. It usually sits at the top, and try to not confuse it with the plain orderhall category near the bottom. That section is not required for your class mount, and same goes for the balance of power. These particular quests usually appear under the artifact category, and those are not needed either. You can do them if you want to unlock extra color skins for your artifacts, but it's not connected to your class mount. Now, if this is your first time playing Legion, here's how to begin your orderhall campaign. As soon as you create your first time runner, you'll have to go through the Dalaran intro quest lines, receive your first artifact, and finish the opening quests. If you've done the Dalaran intro before, you can skip it and you receive your artifact right away. Once that part is done, you'll get a new class quest in Dalaran. It's usually a messenger NPC that appears next to you and follows you around. This leads you into your first artifact quest line and unlocks your order hall. From this point onwards, just continue with the quest inside your order hall. Like I said, if at any point you are not sure what to do next, always double check your quest log. Your goal when it comes to unlocking the class mount is to complete all the quests listed under the class orderhall campaign, while technically you only need to complete your first artifact quest line to establish your orderhall. I personally recommend doing the artifact quest for all your specs. Why? Because first of all, they are fun scenarios and it keeps your quest log much cleaner so you don't end up confused later. Furthermore, you don't need any reputation and you don't need to quest in Legion zones unless your campaign specifically sends you there. In that case, you might need to do some specific quests, but like I said, it's really tailored to your class. For example, in the case of Paladin, I had to unlock the Masquerade to be able to interact with an NPC in Suramar and be able to buy an item. I will say the entire orderhall campaign will take a few hours, but that of course depends a lot on your pace. It's definitely a bit long, but the good thing is that Legion Remix speeds it up. The mission table is gone here, so Moratari will auto-complete all the mission quests, so there is no time getting and no waiting at all. Unlike retail, you can finish the entire campaign in one go, and that's why I recommend unlocking your class mounts in Legion Remix. At least that's what I'll do. Be sure to follow me on Twitch as well, as I'll be streaming the entire progress and sharing tips along the way. Anyway, you'll know when you are getting close to the end of the campaign when you pick up the quest to complete 10 wall quests. You'll need to be level 30 to access wall quests, but you should naturally reach that by the time you get to this point. If you don't know how to unlock them, just visit Khadgar in Dalaran and just complete the quest Uniting the Isles. After finishing the 10 wall quests and a few final follow-up quests, you'll receive your class title and the glorious campaign achievement. If you didn't receive your class title, that means the campaign is not finished yet. And also, this is really important, remember to also complete the follow-up quest of Hero's Weapon. It shows a cutscene and awards the Forge for Battle achievement. This quest essentially marks the end of the orderhall campaign, and with that you are officially done with the first major step toward unlocking your class mount. Now on to the second part, Legionfall. Back in Legion you needed the full Breaching the Tomb achievement to unlock your class mount, but luckily you no longer need that. However, I do still recommend doing it at least once in Legion Remix, since it rewards an achievement, a knowledge point, and it also counts toward the Broken Shore meta to obtain the Fell Charlemagne. But for now, let's get back on track with the Mount questline. To start the class mount questline, head to Krasus's Landing in Dalaran and pick up Armies of Legionfall from Khadgar. If you have already completed the Broken Shore scenario before, you'll get an option to skip it. Otherwise, you'll need to do it once to unlock the zone. Then in Deliverance Point, find Mayev Shadowsong and pick up the quest Champions of Legionfall. It auto-completes but is needed to unlock your class mount quest. Once that's done, return to your order hall and pick up the new quest that shows up. It will be specific and tailored to your class, and actually so the rest of this quest line. So the best I can say is this: just as before, simply follow your quest log. That will be the best guide. There will be some back and forth between the Broken Shore and your order hall, so it will help to rotate your Hearthstones. You have your Dalaran Hearthstone toy, your regular Hearthstone, and also Noswind's voucher. The latter also brings you back to the original location, so it's really good to use for the Broken Shore and Dalaran. Eventually, the final step to obtain your class mount is a class-specific scenario. For example, hunters get to track spirit beasts using their tracking abilities and then share a feast with Odin. If you are a lore fan like me, honestly take your time with this. Read the text, or at the very least just listen to it. It's absolutely worth it. These scenarios and generally these mount quest lines were one of the strongest parts of Legion because they really committed to that class fantasy idea. Anyway, back to the present and an important note about Remix. A lot of class mount questlines were bugged until recently, but it looks like they finally have been hotfixed. So you should be able to do them with no problems. I've done 3 of these class mount questlines so far and everything has worked just fine. Let me know if you run into any bugs though. Now, there are 7 classes where the class mount is either a single mount or it changes automatically depending on your spec. These are Mage, Priest, Monk, Death Knight, Warrior, Demon Hunter, and Shaman. Oh, and Druids, obviously. In fact, Druids don't get a new mount per se, but unlock a new flying form, the Lunarwing. You can activate it through the barbershop, and the actual color you get will depend on your Druid's race. For example, Trolls get a red appearance, and Night Elves get this darker, I wanna say black one? It's black, right? Kind of greyish. It seems that so far it affects only the original races that did existed in Legion, so any new allied race that got introduced after Legion doesn't really get affected. So you've got only 4 color variants. That said, I do hope one day Blizzard releases new colors for every single race. So for these classes, you don't really have to do anything else other than completing your mount questline. However, like I said at the start of this video, some classes have multiple mount variants, so let's see how to unlock them all. For Hunter, you get 1 mount through the questline and then you can buy 2 more with order resources. Specifically, you can buy them from the Pandaren Stable Master here in the Hunter Order Hall. While you are here, you can also pick up the tome that allows you to tame Feathermanes. Now for Paladin, you unlock 1 horse through the mount questline, and then you can buy 3 more horses from a vendor found in your order hall. This dwarf here in particular. Rogues, same as Paladins, have 4 total mounts. You get the first one from the mount questline, and then the other 3 are sold by a vendor found in the Rogue Order Hall. The vendor is a gnome hidden in a secret room behind a bookcase. He's basically right behind the table with all the big name NPCs. And last but not least, Warlock. Things are a bit tricky here, but then again, when are things not tricky? When it comes to Warlocks, you receive 1 mount from your final scenario, and then you can buy another from Kalidos, whatever, the demon vendor found in your order hall. So far, so good, but the interesting part is when you try and unlock the final purple variant. This one you cannot just buy like the rest of them, but it drops from a rare dreadlord found in the Broken Shore. That rare is called Lord Helnerath. When I checked in Remix, he was up and fully killable. To be completely honest though, I did check on a role-playing realm. I mean, if you are on a busy realm, you may need to camp a little, but you have a lot of ways to switch phases. Try normal and heroic wall tier with war mode on and off. You can also join wall boss groups in the Broken Shore to try and server hop, if you do not feel like sitting and waiting around. And that's pretty much all. I'm curious, which of these questlines is your favorite to play and which class mount do you actually like the most? Let me know in the comments. For me, I will say my favorite is probably Warlock. What about you? As always, thank you so much for sticking around until the very end, and make sure to drop a like if you have found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for more WoW coverage and hit the bell to stay up to date. Good luck with whatever you're doing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!